like to be in here. People always. Maybe. You shouldn't believe
That's not...
Hey, you! I trade in swamp weed and potions from the Sect camp. Do you want something?
That wasn't very clever.
What is swamp weed?
New here, are ya? You can smoke it.
There must be
Very
something about
relaxing
that
for
story.
most of us.
I want to join the camp. I want to become a shadow.
Oh, you're looking for a chance to prove your worth? Good. You can do me a favor. If you do it well, I'll speak up for you in front of Diego.
What is it?
In the Sect camp, there's a man called Kalam, quite a big shot. One of the gurus of the Sect.
Let's talk about
Kalam
something
is an alchemist. He has the recipe for an effective healing potion. I'd like to buy the recipe off him. Then I can produce it myself. But nobody can get near Kalam.
And what do you expect me to do?
else.
The Sect loonies are looking for new people all the time. You're new here. Just pretend you want to be recruited. Kalam is one of the gurus. That means he checks the new candidates. If you get in touch with him, try to get the recipe. Whether you want to pay for it or you don't, I don't
You have to
care.
watch what you tell people.
That won't happen again.
Sounds like a difficult business. How much is in it for me?
At some point,
Let's talk about
Diego
something
will
else
ask me if you're suitable for us. Just guess what my answer will depend on.
There was a time when things would have gone very differently.
I wouldn't like to be in his shoes.
Maybe I'll have to pay for the recipe. Give me 50 ore as an advance payment.
Forget it.
People always talk.
No ore, no
All
recipe.
that blah-
Well then, we can talk about the ore as soon as you have the recipe.
Let's talk about something else instead.
No, I want to see ore right now or you can get your recipe yourself.
There's enough other
not really my
newcomers.
problem.
I think I should give the job to one of them.
Hang on.
Okay, let's just forget about the whole thing.
Not so fast. I just wanted to know how far you'd go. 50 ore is quite a lot for a newcomer, don't you think?
That sounds better.
Okay, I've just got 50 ore nuggets spare here. Don't let me down, kid.
There was a time when things would have gone very differently.
Hang on. It's all the blathering in here. You're very powerful. That won't happen again.
Hey, newcomer. I'm Mordrag. You should remember that name. You can buy any kind of goods from me at a cheap price.
Are you really the magician's courier?
What if I am?
I'd like to have a chance to talk to the magicians. I have to get inside the castle.
The magician's couriers bear seals, which allow them entry to the castle. If you were one of us, you could get such a seal.
Rely on somebody and you're in trouble. That's how it goes.
Now, this is the guy that Thorus wants us to get rid of.
That story after all.
And this being an RPG, we have a choice. We can get rid of him in a couple of ways.
You have a problem.
Really? What's that?
There are people around here who want to get rid of you.
Really? Then you can tell them they should send someone along to enforce their wish.
What makes you so sure I'm not the one to do it?
'Cause I think you're smarter than that, boy. You'll soon realize that there are better opportunities than working for Gomez. We, too, need capable people in the new camp. And nobody tells you what to do.
Tell me more about the new camp.
It's the camp where you have the most freedom within the colony. We don't have any ore barons or gurus bossing us around. We have our own mind, but the ore that is produced there isn't given to the damn king.
So what is it used for?
Our magicians are working on a plan to break out of here. All the ore is collected for this plan. While Gomez and his people are lazing around, we drudge for freedom. That's what's going on.
And if I wanted to join the new camp, could you help me?
If you're serious, we can go now. I can take you to Laris. He's the head of our gang. But if you prefer to beat me out of the camp, well, go for it.
So we can choose beating or going with him. And I'm gonna choose later. Because I wanna talk to more people.
It looks as if you knew what you were doing.
Nobody ain't complained yet, but that would be a bad idea anyway. Every idiot here needs a sword, and that is what they get from me.
How long does it take you to make one blade?
That depends. I'm as fast as a hurricane with simple swords. Of course, only on condition that the price motivates me. A freak like Whistler usually has to wait longer for his toy than other people.
Why? Doesn't he pay enough?
No, on the contrary. He gave me 150 ore for his last sword. The guy is into ornaments and girly stuff like that, and of course that's not cheap. Hey, you ain't curious at all, are you, pal?
Well, Smith, how's business?
Why would you want to know?
I may have an order for you.
Oh, really? And what?
I'll think about it.
Come back when you really need something, and don't get on my nerves.
I'd like to try working here as well.
Ah, but don't you think that you can make great blades?
What do I have to do?
Okay, take the steel and hold it into the fire. Then you have to lay the red hot steel across the anvil. When you're finished, you put the hot blade into the water bucket over there to temper it. The cooled blade finally has to be sharpened on the grindstone.
I see.
However, you'll need some things for that. I could sell them to you.
I'd like to buy some blacksmith equipment.
Where's that bug? Classic. Classic. Hey, level up.
I wouldn't like to be in his shoes, though. You have to. I'd better get out of his.
Hello.
I haven't seen you before. You're new here, aren't you?
Just recently arrived.
Have you already decided which camp you want to join?
No, what do you think?
Well, it depends. Each camp has its advantages, I guess. Until you've made your decision, you can stay here. A hut just became available.
What are the advantages of the old camp?
If you pay protection money to the guards, you can have a laid-back life here. They always interfere if one of the paying diggers is attacked. Besides, you can only get the goods from the outside world cheap here. These things are unaffordable in the other camps.
And what if two people fight each other who both pay protection money?
Then the guards just watch until one of them kills the other. Then they do him in.
What goods are considered precious here?
Everything from the outside world. Bread, cheese, and bacon, and above all, beer and wine. Not the cheap rice schnapps from the new camp, but really good stuff. You always get a good price for weapons, and armor is really expensive. The guards took the old armor off the prison guards after they killed them. You can always recognize them by their armor. They only sell it to other guards. You could never get a hold of one as an outsider.
I think I've heard enough about the old camp.
I like it here.
What are the advantages of the new camp?
If you're cool about getting your throat cut for a slice of bread, you should go there. No, it's not that bad, but it's different from here. Here, Gomez takes care that things are sort of peaceful. In the new camp, there is no law. The only ones powerful enough to have a say there are the water mages, but they're too busy studying the barrier all day.
Why should I join the Sect?
Well, you better ask somebody from the Sect camp. There are always a couple of novices in the camp, and I'm sure they can tell you a lot about the Sect. I've never been there myself, but according to everything that's said, they must be really generous. None of the three camps seems to be as much in need of new people as the Sect camp.
Which of the huts can I take for myself?
The hut over there with the little canopy is empty.
Hey, you!
If you want to get rid of your protection money, you've picked the wrong day.
Yeah? Why's that?
'Cause I'm not here.
Oh? Where are you then?
I'm actually at the castle, sitting by the big campfire, drinking a mug of beer.
Then how come I'm talking to you?
Nick's vanished. This district is usually his responsibility. And until he reappears, Thoris has ordered me to guard it.
Do you know where Nex got to?
No, and I'm not likely to find out. If anything, the diggers in this district might know something, but diggers don't talk to guards. Especially not now they know I hate this filthy work. I bet they're laughing behind my back.
Why don't you just collect some more protection money?
Nick did his rounds before he disappeared. There's not much left to collect now.
It's about Nick.
Yeah?
No news.
Keep me posted. Let me pass.
That wasn't very...
What's up?
You'll learn soon enough. Be on your guard at all times, especially at night. I haven't slept properly for days, and if you don't sleep in this colony, then you're doing double time.
What are the most important places here?
Well, if you like to gamble, you have to go to the arena in the evenings. If you want to buy things, go to the marketplace. They sell practically everything there, except maps. You want maps? You better go and see Graham. His hut's the one just opposite the castle gate.
Who's the boss around here?
Gomez. He lives in the castle, but we diggers have enough to worry about with the guards. It's best if you just keep out of their way. If you don't, you have a problem.
How can I join this camp?
I'm just a digger. I don't have no say in the matter. You should talk to the guards or the shadows.
I'd better keep out of it.
There was a time when things...
I thought that
Okay, back at the start.
that'd be
Some people never learn.
You guys ready to meet the best NPC in gaming?
Hey man, new here? I haven't seen you before. I'll join you for a while, if you don't mind. I'm sure you'll need a friend.
Why not come along?
Great, we can talk while we're going. Tell me, where are we going? Or is it supposed to be a surprise? I like surprises.
How's things?
Not bad. If you can cook well, you have many friends here. Would you like some of my rice stew?
Thanks.
You could do me a favor.
What can I do for you?
You must be used to good food. I have a new recipe. Meat bug ragu a la snaff with rice and mushrooms. You can have as much as you want, but I still need 3 meat bugs and some hell mushrooms. 5 should be enough.
Sounds good.
Then go and see you get me the things. The last one I sent just hasn't come back. Must have deserted to the new camp.
Where can I find meat bugs?
Everywhere where there's garbage laying around. You should be able to find some at the deserted huts near the castle wall. Don't get confused by their ugly looks. Once cooked, they are tasty.
Where can I find hell mushrooms?
If you leave through the south gate, that's the collapsed tower. You'll see a plain directly in front of you. There's mushrooms growing there.
Who was the guy you sent before me?
His name was Neck. He was pretty discontented here. I think he's in the new camp now. I sent him to collect mushrooms, but he didn't come back.
I want to become a shadow.
So?
Can you help me?
I wouldn't know how.
You wouldn't speak up for me in front of Diego, would you?
Depends. If you demonstrate that you've learned something as a thief, we could make use of you.
How am I supposed to do that?
Learn a thief's skill. You need to become more skilled in sneaking around, pickpocketing, or opening locks. Then you'll have my vote.
I want to become a shadow.
So?
Can you help me?
I wouldn't know how.
You would?
Depends. If you demonstrate that you...
How am I supposed to do that?
Learn a thief's skill. You need to become more skilled in sneaking around, pickpocketing, or opening locks. Then you'll have my vote.
Don't pay attention to me. I'll stay with you, don't worry.
What's your job here?
I'm in charge of the arena. I organize the bets, hire new fighters. You know.
I want to join the camp.
I might
Can
be
you help me?
able to, if you manage to impress me. Some of the best fighters from all 3 camps come here to compete against each other. Challenge one of them to a fight. I'll watch you, and if you're good, maybe I'll think about it.
I thought the old camp and the new camp
It's simple.
didn't get on.
There's
why do you let
fights
their
here
people
once a
fight?
week, and the diggers always like to see one of the rogues from the new camp get flattened. If one of them fights, there's more bets, and that's good for business. Personally, I can't stand the swines from the new camp, but business is business.
Don't you have any plan of where you want to go?
I don't know why the game was skipping those dialogues. Let me see. I mean, everything should be fine.
I want to place a bet.
But there's no fight on. The next fight's due in a couple of days. There'll be an announcement.
Do you train fighters at all?
Yeah, but not just for fun. If you want me to train you, you'll have to pay for it.
50 ore and 10 skill points. For me to learn how to use one-handed weapons better. Let's do it.
I want to improve my handling
That's a
of
good
one-handed
decision.
weapons.
Before you can improve your technique, you'll have to learn how to hold the weapon right. Beginners often tend to hold one-handed weapons with both hands. Now, don't even start getting into that habit. It'll do you no good. Hold the weapon with one hand, blade up, and keep swinging. You have to learn to harmonize your weapon's swing with your own movements. That'll make you faster in the attack. If you keep in mind what I've taught you, your fights will be more elegant and a lot faster in future. Oh yeah, one more thing. Some hits cause more damage than others. As a beginner, you don't stand much of a chance making critical hits. But the further you progress, the better you get.
I love how he actually teaches you and tells you stuff.
Do you train fighters at all?
Yeah, but not just for fun. If you want me to train you, you'll have to pay for it.
So, level 2 is 150 ore and 20 skill points. And you get 10 skill points.
Are you looking for a quiet place where we can talk for a bit or something?
Or something in the quiet place? What do you mean, sir? So yeah, you get 10 skill points per level, which means I need 2 more levels to learn that and some money. And look at the one-handed swords now. It says trained and 5%. I have 5% chance to do critical hit.
What?
And I'm not a noob anymore. I attack much faster. I have new moves. If I press up, look at that. And you can even combine upward moves with side moves, which is really cool.
Is it possible we're walking in circles? I mean, I don't know where you want to go.
Oh yeah, I haven't mentioned it before, but you can also block by pressing down. Forward is attack, and backwards is a block.
This is real fun. Thanks for taking me with you. We could do that more often. There's loads of more time left today.
I have to talk to Diego.
I've talked to Thoris.
And what did he say?
He says that I can join the old camp if you think that I'm good enough.
Looks like I have myself a new job.
Do we start right now?
First, there are a few things you should know.
What do I have to know to be accepted in the old camp?
If you want to join the camp, you'll have to earn some brownie points. There are a few influential people in the outer ring. Most of them are shadows. If you manage to impress them, it'll earn you a few brownie points. Then you'll have to stand the test of faith. Besides, there are a lot of skills every new arrival has to learn. The more you learn, the more valuable you'll be for us.
Where do I find the important people?
Well, you're looking at one of them. Then there's Thoris. You already know him. As for the others, you'll have to find that out by yourself. If you don't manage to do that, you don't belong here anyway. Just go through the outer ring and talk to people. Then you'll find out who's important.
What's the test of faith?
You have to go to the old mine. There you'll meet a guy called Ian. He'll give you a list. This list is important. It contains all the items the guys in the mine need from us. They'll get the stuff with the next convoy.
No problem.
Yes, there is a problem. The new camp must not get that list. Like I said, the list is important. If you do it right, you'll get much further.
Where can I find the old mine?
Go to Graham. He's a cartographer. Tell him that I sent you and that you need a map. It'll show you the way to the mine. He lives to the left of the north gate.
If the list is so important, why should Ian give it to me?
Because you're going to tell him Diego sent you.
I'll tell him. What about my esteem within the camp?
I've talked to a few people.
And?
Scatty has told me he's anxious to see how you come off against Kurgo. And he's anxious to see if you'll challenge Karim. Whistler is waiting for his sword. You should make up your mind whether to bring it to him or not. Otherwise, he'll think you've cleared off with his ore. I think Sly's wrong about Neck. He was a real pain, that's true. But I don't think he went to the new camp. I've already sent you to Fingers. He could really teach you something. I really need to talk to Dexter. He's using you for his own business. But there aren't any rules for the test. If you manage that, you'll be making a big step. The business with Mordrag is really quite a job. He's not bad as a warrior. You should exercise if you really want to defeat him. Get on with it. There are still many things to do if you want to get anywhere here in the camp.
Take care.
There wasn't. Some people never.
Diego sent me. He asked you to give me a map with a route to the old mine.
No problem. For you, only 20 ore.
Hold on. Diego said you should give me the map, not that you should sell it to me.
But I'm not interested. Have you any idea how difficult it is to make a map like this? 20 is my special price for friends of Diego. Usually I take 50.
Give me the map or I'll take it.
Hey, be cool, man. I don't want trouble. Here, take the map and leave me alone.
And there's the map. The arrow is me, if you can see it, in the castle. And the marked X is the mine, where I have to go. This is not the whole map of the whole game, but
There must be something about that story.
it is something.
That wasn't very clever.
I've gotten used to you already. We'll have much fun together. I'm sure of that, aren't you? Where do you sleep, anyway? You can come to my place, no problem.
I want to become a...
So?
Can you help me?
I wouldn't know how.
You wouldn't speak up for me in front of Diego, would you?
Depends. If you demonstrate that you've learned something as a thief, we could make use of you. Learn a thief's skill. You need to become more...
Why did they put you in here, anyway? Do you like animals as well? They're not into that one bit. That's why they locked me in here.
So, that's why he's here. He's into animals.
What are you doing here?
Me? I'm fighting for the glory of the Sleeper.
You fight in the arena?
I was sent here from the swamp by my masters to fight for the sleeper. I'll fight here for his higher glory, so all infidels can see how strong his power has made me.
There are some people who constantly try to beat me up. Horrible guys from the new camp. Real cutthroats. And next time I'll tell them that they'll have you to deal with in the future. Then they'll be dead scared.
Okay, I'm gonna restart my game quickly. Maybe that's gonna fix those skipping dialogues.
Those bastards from the new camp will be amazed when they get to know that I have a protector. They'll piss themselves. That'll be fun. Normally they'll finish people off quickly, but now they'll think twice.
You fight in the arena?
I was sent here from the swamp by my masters to fight for the sleeper. I'll fight here for his higher glory, so all infidels can see how strong his power has made me.
What is the
You will
sleeper?
find priests who'll be able to answer that question better than I can in our camp. I'll just tell you this much. The sleeper is our redeemer. He has led us to this place, and he'll get us out of here. Yes, and the wait will soon be over. A great invocation is currently being prepared.
Could you describe the
There
way to
are
your camp?
always some novices around here in the old camp, willing to accompany newcomers like you to our camp. You only need to speak to them.
What kind of invocation
Our
is it you're
prophets say
planning?
that the common invocation of the sleeper is the key to freedom. If you want to find out more about it, just come to our camp.
I don't remember dialogues skipping like that before.
I challenge
It
you
will
to a
not
duel in
serve
the
the
arena.
glory of the sleeper if I slaughter just any bum in front of the audience. I'll only fight against you when you've become a worthy opponent. But I'm sure that the fighters from the old or new camp aren't all men of principle.
You know what? I'll do you a favor. I'll put in a good word for you, then perhaps you'll be admitted to the camp. Then we can meet every day.
Come on, I want to pass. Are you deaf, or are you looking for trouble? Come on, I want to pass.
Hi, I'm new here.
You don't say. Tell me about the outside world. It's been over a month since I heard anything from outside. I'm Kurgo. I fight in the arena.
Are you good?
At fighting? I haven't been doing it for long, but I've already won a fight.
I'd like to challenge you to a fight in the arena.
What? But I don't want to fight. Why don't we just have a beer together and talk about the outside world?
Okay, give me a beer then.
Here you are.
Thanks. I'm afraid I can't tell you much about the outside world. They kept me locked away in a dark hole for almost 2 months before throwing me in here.
That's a shame. Oh well, never mind. Hey, you're still looking pretty good for someone who's been locked up for 2 months.
I'd like it to stay that way too.
Then why do you insist on fighting one of us?
I want to get acknowledged in the camp.
By Scotty, you mean? He's one of the most influential men in the outer ring. You might be able to impress him by defeating me. But if you really want to impress him, it's Karim you need to beat. Only thing is, I'm afraid he might be too good for you. If you still want to fight me, let me know. But I won't enjoy knocking you out cold.
Not gonna fight him yet.
I'm new here. Who are you?
I'm Kareem. You must have just been booted in here, or else you'd have heard of me. I'm the best fighter this damned camp has ever seen.
I'll challenge you. Let's go to the arena.
You? I'll have you for breakfast, kid. Do yourself a favor and get lost.
Okay, let's forget about it.
Step aside! Step aside!
I can still challenge him.
People think I'm a complete lunatic. But somebody like you would never hang out with a lunatic. People would talk about that, so they'll finally understand that they were wrong about me. You're my best friend here. The others only want to get rid of me all the time. I'm really grateful to you.
Well, how's it going?
What do you want?
Probably right. Well, there was a time that wasn't very clever.
It was
Same old story every time.
Look how cozy this is. Almost night. People chilling at the campfire. Frying meat, weed, guitar, apple. Okay. Let's deliver the sword. Because it's timed.
I have your sword.
Wasn't too hard, was it? Whatever. You do me a favor and I'll do you one. If Diego should ask after you, I'll speak in your favor. Until then, have a good time.
Not sure how long it's timed. 1 or 2 in-game days.
Some people. I'm not listening. It's all the black. I thought that had been cleared up.
Hey, you! Hey, you've no bit.
I love that. Hey, you! I love that. Hey, you!
Who cares? That wasn't very clever. I'm not listening to all that blather.
Let's see, where's that guy? I'm better at fighting now. Let's see.
That won't happen again.
Hang on. I hear you've spoken to Bloodwind.
Why? What do you want?
It was real cool of you to refuse to pay him protection money. It means we're all gonna have to pay your share as well. I'll make sure you remember next time he asks you. Put the weapon... Ah, a fight! The fuck? How you fighting like women?
What are you trying to do?
Put the weapon down.
Sir! Come back!
Put the weapon.
Come on.
There must be something about that story after.
But keep it to yourself.
He has finished him off.
I'm not listening to all that blathering. You shouldn't believe everything you hear. Must be something about that story after all. I wouldn't want to be in his shoes.
So you think you're one of the wild boys, do you? Why don't you try it with me?
You want to get whacked? All right, if that's what you want.
Put the weapon away.
You shouldn't believe everything.
Now put that weapon down.
Lucky for you. But I would have enjoyed polishing your mug.
Hold it. What's up?
You can.
Where is that guy going?
Maybe.
Is it?
Wait. Wrong save. Oh, I have to reload this again. Oh well. Let's deliver the weapon, because it's a timed quest.
I have your sword.
Wasn't too hard, was it? Whatever. You do me a favor, and I'll do you one. If Diego should ask after you, I'll speak in your favor. Until then, have a good time.
Hang on. I hear you've spoken of Bloodwind.
Why? What do you want?
It was real cool of you to refuse to pay him protection money. It means we're all gonna have to pay your share as well. I'll make sure you remember next time he asks you.
He's had enough.
Now, you can also finish them off.
Put the weapon down. You've been lucky there. May I pass through?
But I'm not gonna do that.
Hey, you!
Hey, you!
Better keep out of it.
I love this unique mourning animation when they wash their face. Really cool.
How are you doing?
Well, since I stopped working in the mine, I can't really complain.
And where do you get your ore from?
I help people who have problems. If you get into trouble with influential people here, I can help you sort the thing out.
If I was in trouble, you could help me? How?
Well, let's assume you're in trouble with Thoris. You better never get into trouble with him, but then, well, you never know. Thoris can be quite stubborn. When he's pissed off with you once, he'll never talk to you again. And that's a bad thing. As a greenhorn, you depend on him. So you come to see me. I know a lot of people here Thoris listens to. They put in a good word for you, and Thoris is your friend again. Of course, the boys want to see some ore for these kind of favors. Your ore. And I take care that your ore gets to the right people.
Can you help me? I think I'm in trouble.
I think so, but I warn you, my help could cost between 100 and 500 ore.
Help me with Gomez.
As far as I know, he doesn't have a problem with you. Don't worry.
Can you help me? I think I'm in trouble.
I think so, but I warn you, my help...
Help me with Thoris.
As far as I know, he doesn't have a problem with you. Don't worry. I think so.
Help me with Diego.
As far as I know, he doesn't...
Could you tell me which of the shadows belongs to the influential people here?
You ought to impress the right people, do you? Diego has the most power of all the shadows. He trusts Fingers, Whistler, and Sly. Dexter and Fisk sell their stuff on the market square. They have many customers, even the guards, and that makes them rather influential. And then there's Scatty. He's in charge of the arena and determines who fights and all that. Many people here owe him ore. He's important as well.
I thought that had been clear. I thought that had been cleared up ages ago.
I'm not listening to all the blathering.
So you think you're one of the wild boys, do you? Why don't you try it with me?
You want to get whacked? All right, if that's what you want. He's had enough.
Clear winner, I'd say.
Ah, new face.
What do you want?
I want to offer you help. You're new here and the new ones always get into trouble. You could save yourself a lot by making a small donation. Just 10 ore, man. It ain't much to ask.
You'll be sorry for that.
And what do I get out of it?
While you're in my district, I'll protect you. If you get into any trouble with the guys from the new camp, or if one of the Sect loonies gets on your nerves, you can count on me. If you have bother with one of the diggers, we'll help whichever one of you has paid. It's as simple as that.
And what if both have paid?
Then we sit back and watch the show, but that don't happen too often.
Here's 10 ore, and you'll have to help me if I get into trouble.
Hey, watch who you're trying to fool. Come back when you have the ore.
Okay, it's time for Sect Camp.
Take me to your camp. I want to have a look at it.
Very good. I'll go ahead. Follow me.
You shouldn't believe everything you hear.
You're very probably that won't try again.
It's cool how you have a guide and he's taking you there. It's not even a fast travel. Then he will also fight some enemies along the way. Now, when enemies fight each other, you usually don't get XP. But since I'm in the party with this guy, everything that he fights and kills, I get XP from that. Which is good. I need all the experience I can get. So the bloodfly killed a scavenger, and I didn't get anything.
Here we are. Down there lies the camp of the Brotherhood. Go through the gate and speak to my brothers. I'm sure you haven't come here for nothing. Ask for Kor Kalam. He's in charge of the novices and tutors. I'll go back to the old camp. There are still many infidels who need to be guided to the right path.
Good luck.
Greetings, stranger. You're treading on holy ground. This is the Brotherhood of the Sleeper. What brings you here?
I've heard you're looking for new people. I want to join you.
Then, be welcome. The Brotherhood of the Sleeper has a place for everybody who wants to be led by the spirit of the Sleeper. If you're really serious, you should try to get Baal Namib's attention. He's standing in the courtyard just behind the gate. But you may not speak to him. Wait until he addresses you.
I need armor.
You have to earn a Templar's armor like I'm wearing, but you can have a novice's loincloth.
Better than nothing.
You won't get it for free, though.
How are things in the camp?
Everything's quiet. Just go in.
I wouldn't like to be in his shoes, though.
Who are you?
I'm Lester. I take care of the strangers who arrive here. You're lucky that you didn't talk to Baal Namib. No stranger is allowed to talk to the gurus.
But I want to talk to your master.
Forget it. I'm sure I can help you with any of your problems.
Tell me something about the camp.
What do you want to know?
What do you know about the weed?
Well, the weed's grown in the swamp. Of course, it has to be processed before it can be smoked. That's what we novices do. The weeds have a tranquilizing and relaxing effect. They help you concentrate on the essentials and increase your awareness. We trade them for goods from the old camp, and we use them to recruit new people as well. The result is, of course, that some people only join us for the weed. Well, at least they help us with the work in the camp.
Some people only join us for the weed. Classic.
What can you tell me about the Sleeper?
The Sleeper's a divine creature. He causes visions, at least to the gurus. We pray to him, for he will give us freedom.
And you believe that?
Hey, I've been inside the barrier for 2 years. Do you know how long 2 years can be? You can't imagine what I'm willing to believe and do, just to get out of here again.
Tell me about the guilds.
The gurus form the highest guild. They are the spirit of this camp, for they have great power. The Templars use their spiritual power in battle. They have an indomitable willpower. You should never get into trouble with them. As for myself, I am a novice. We pray to the Sleeper and do all the work in the camp. Some of the novices are allowed to join the gurus, but to get that far, you need to study for many years.
Tell me something about the camp.
What do you want to know?
What do you know about the weed?
Well, the weed's grown in the swamp. Of course, it has to be processed before it can be smoked. That's what we novices do. The weeds have a tranquilizing and relaxing effect. They help you concentrate on the essentials and increase your awareness. We trade them for goods from the old camp, and we use them to recruit new people as well. The result is, of course, that some people only join us for the weed. Well, at least they help us with the work in the camp.
I want to become a member of the Brotherhood.
Kor Kalom decides whether you're ready to join the Brotherhood. But he relies on the advice of other gurus. Baal Namib over there is one of them. First, you'll have to prove that you're worthy, and then one of the gurus will send you to Kor Kalom.
How's that supposed to work if none of the gurus will talk to me?
It might not look like it, but the gurus observe everything you do here in the camp. If they think that you deserve to become a member of the community, they'll talk to you. You're bound to have opportunities in the camp to prove that you're worthy.
How can I find my way around here in the camp?
I can show you the most important places.
Show me the way. To the Alchemy lab.
Follow me! Hang on. Better not go rushing into anything. They would be very problem.
Never learn. Maybe.
But keep it to yourself.
As long as I'm not involved.
Some people.
If you climb up this ladder, you'll meet Colombe, the alchemist. Down here is Fortuno, the weed merchant. I'll wait for you right here. But don't take too long, otherwise I'll go back.
How can I get your master to talk to me?
You have to know what he wants to hear.
And that is?
Listen, when we're with him the next time, you'll address me and we'll have a little talk. Baal Namib is worried because many of the novices don't only pray to the sleeper, but also to their former gods. You'll tell me that you've renounced the old gods and that in future you'll pray only to the sleeper. Then I'll ask you why you made this decision, and you'll say that you had a vision in which the sleeper summoned you. He'll be interested then. Do you think you'll manage that?
No problem. Show me the way.
As long as I'm not involved.
To the tutors.
Follow me.
And you're in trouble. That's how it goes. Some. As long as I'm a big
Down there, you'll find Baal Kadar. He teaches the novices. Climbing up this ladder will take you to the Templars' training ground. I'll wait for you right here. If you fall behind, I'll be with Baal Namib again, at the entrance to the camp.
Show me the way. To the temple.
Follow me.
I'm not listening to all that blathering
I'm not involved. Same old story. You're very probably right. That's the temple. I'll wait for you. But if you take too long, I'll go back to Baal Namib. Time when things would have gone very differently.
To the blacksmith shop.
Follow me.
Rely on somebody and you're in trouble. That's
I doubt that. I doubt that.
Maybe I thought that had been cleared up ages ago.
That's the smithy. Have a look around. I'll wait here for about an hour. Then I'll leave.
Better not to go rushing into it.
Show me the way.
You shouldn't believe everything you hear. Out of it. There was a time when things would have gone very differently. It was obvious it had been trouble.
Hi.
Where are you off to?
We take the mine crawler secretion from our brothers in the old mine to Kor Kalam. We go to the old mine every day to collect it.
Old Mine was the mine where I went in basically when I started the game, where I got the bow and the ring. And you can actually follow them from this camp all the way to the old mine. They actually walk there, which is so cool.
What kind of secretion is it?
We obtain it from the mandibles of the mine crawlers. If you know how to do it, you can take them out without losing the secretion.
Can you tell me how to get the secretion of a mine crawler?
Of course. After you've killed the beast, you get hold of the mandibles and pull them straight out. This way, you'll get the secretion gland without destroying it.
What does Kor Kalam need the secretion for?
As far as I know, he makes a potion with it which increases the magic powers of a novice. Since we are preparing for the great invocation, he can't get enough of the stuff. With the aid of the potion, he'll prepare the novices for the great day.
Have you enough of the potion for the great invocation of the sleeper?
No, we still have to collect much more. Our mine crawler hunting units are in action day and night.
How's it going?
Since I've become one of the chosen protectors of the faith, I feel better than I have ever done before.
Sounds pretty important.
You're an infidel. You don't understand.
I'd like to take a look inside the Sleeper's temple.
That's unthinkable. An infidel in the temple? Until you've pledged yourself to the Sleeper's service, you will not be allowed to enter the temple.
Who calls the shots around here?
Our gurus are the Sleeper's chosen ones. The Sleeper determines our fate, and the gurus prophesy it.
I want to become a Templar like you.
Have you any idea what I've had to deprive myself of to be allowed to serve the Sleeper's chosen ones as a temple guard? Don't think you can just stroll in here and take all the highest honors. Before you even consider it, you should learn a little about the Sleeper's teachings. That'll take some time, and it may knock some sense into you.
I'm sure you won't mind me going in there.
If you're disrespectful to my master, I'll kill you.
Thought that'd been cleared up ages ago.
Gonna need to get some lockpicks. So how do you lockpick in this game? It's a combination of pressing left and right. So this box here was right, right, left, right. So you trigger the box, and if you don't do the right combination, you will break the lockpick. That gets better when you learn lockpicking a bit more. Because as you can see, the chance of failure, a chance of me losing a lockpick is 90% when you fail the combination. And you don't ever know the combination, you're never told the combination, you have to figure it out yourself by guessing left or right each time.
What do you want?
One of the merchants from the old camp would like to have the recipe for a healing potion.
My recipes are not for sale.
I'll be seeing you.
May the sleeper enlighten you.
There was a time when things would have gone
It seems to make sense if you read it backwards.
What do you want?
I would like to join the Brotherhood. I've heard you're the master of the novices and that you decide who's allowed to join.
I don't have time. My experiments are too important for me to spend any time on new novices. I'll rely on the judgment of the Baals. When they say you're ready to wear the robe of a novice, come back to me.
How can I get Kalam's recipe?
You don't. He keeps it in a locked chest and won't give it to anybody.
Hi, I'm new here.
I'm Kane, a student of Kor Kalam. You must have heard about him, right?
Yeah.
Then you'll know that he's the second man in this camp, after Iberia.
And what's your job?
Well, I help my master prepare his alchemic potions. Mostly swamp weed and mine crawler secretion. The secretion is required very urgently.
Where do I get the mine crawler secretion?
You can find crawlers in the old mine, but you need to know how to win the secretion. If you really want to fight these beasts, you better speak to one of the Templars who's had experience like Gurn Drag. He travels around between our camp and the old mine every day. In the mornings, you'll find him at the lab.
What more can you tell me about your master?
He's not like the other gurus. Everybody may address him, but nobody's allowed to waste his precious time.
What do you want?
I think I have convinced the Baals. What kind of experiments do you do?
My research takes place on a level you don't understand anything about, boy. So don't waste my time.
I'll be seeing you.
May the sleeper enlighten you.
Let's talk about something else instead. There must be something about that story.
Come closer. Every newcomer to this place receives a gift of welcome.
What have you got for me?
Here, take 3 rolls of swamp weed. It's northern dark. Good stuff. You can have more of it every day, but if you want more than your daily ration, well, you need to pay. If you find berries and herbs on the paths between the camps, you can bring them to me. I'll buy them off you.
I've come to collect my daily ration.
You've already had your daily ration. If you want more, come back tomorrow or buy something.
I want to trade.
What do you want from me? Or do you want to sell something?
Something about that story. I doubt. Must be something here very.
Hi, I'm new here and I'd like to get to know the camp.
Then you've come to the wrong place. Since the Templars started preparing for the fight, we've been busy day and night. I don't have much time for questions, so don't disturb me. Unless you want to buy something.
If you think. Not listening to all the bland...
I'd like to trade with you.
Good. Here, these are the weapons I have available at the moment.
He does get better and more stuff in the later chapters.
You don't look like one who submitted to slavery under the Ore Barons. You look more like a seeker. Someone who's searching for the true faith. Do you not feel a fire inside your body which keeps you from sleeping at night? I see. You doubt that what the Ore Baron slaves try to tell you is really true and just. You know why you doubt them too? They're lying. With those lies, they try to control weak spirits. But your spirit is stronger than their lies. Don't you feel a longing for freedom every single day? Don't you feel it growing stronger? It guides your spirit. Let it happen. Do you know what you're doing when you try to suppress it? You're denying your soul, denying yourself. Don't let your fears dominate your life. Free yourself. You need to understand. The sleeper will awaken. He will set you free and wash away all these disbelieving infidels. Like dross that is washed away by the rain, they will vanish from this world. They will moan, whine, and repent, but it will be too late. Then they will pay the price. They will pay with their blood and with their lives.
Hey, you've spoken to me. Does that mean I may talk to you now?
I see you've become familiar with our rules. That's good. I can feel your great spiritual strength. Soon you'll be allowed to join our community. I have spoken to you because I wanted to give you a chance to prove your loyalty.
How can I prove my loyalty?
Most of all, we need new souls to join our community. By recruiting one more man to our camp, you will prove that you're willing to do good service to our community.
Where can I recruit new members for the Brotherhood?
The old camp is a good place to try since a lot of the people there are fed up with fear and lies. They just need some kind of support. I guess you won't be very successful in the new camp. The men living there are barbarians.
Where can I recruit new members for the Brotherhood?
The old camp is a good place to try since a lot of the people there are fed up with fear and lies. They just need some kind of support. I guess you won't be very successful in the new camp. The men living there are barbarians.
Why are you so desperate for new members?
The sleeper has spoken to our master, revealing that he has an important message for us. However, he has not gathered full strength yet. That's why he needs our strength to contact us. Therefore, we are preparing a great invocation, and the more men participate, the likelier we are to be successful. If you want to know more about it, go to the large court in front of the Temple Hill. But don't disturb our master in his meditations.
Hi, I'm new here. The sleeper be with you. Everything all right, pal?
Pal?
Let's talk about... Hi, you aren't from this camp, are you?
Well, now, I am. I left the old camp a week ago. Told my pal Dusty to come along, but he wanted to wait.
I know Dusty. I talked to him for a short time.
If you meet him again, tell him that he was dumb to stay there. It's 10 times better than getting harassed by the guards in the old camp.
I'll tell him if I see him again. What are you doing here?
I'm teaching the words of the sleeper to the novices. I'm still a novice myself, but soon I'll be a Baal, one of the gurus. I've even spoken to Iberian. He's the chosen one. He told me that if I work hard, I can soon be a master myself. But I'm still putting that off. There's no rush, you understand? I can still become a master anytime. At the moment, I'm quite happy about my current task.
What's your task here?
I test the new substances developed by Cor Kalam in his alchemy lab with my pals here. His aid gives us something new every couple of days, and we test it. This weed opens your spirit. If you take the right amount, you can get in touch with the sleeper.
Have you ever been in contact with the sleeper?
No, not yet. But that's because we never get enough of the stuff. Kalam always wants to hear about the effect of it, but I get the impression he's not really interested in my opinion at all. If I find the stuff stimulating, he passes it straight on to the gurus. But soon, I'll be a guru myself. Then I can go right to my limits and listen to the voice of the sleeper myself.
I'd like to join your camp. Can you help me?
You want to join us? That's good. Just wait. Yes, I think I can help you. I'm not a guru yet, but I have some influence in the Brotherhood. You'd have to do me a favor. Have you seen Fortuno yet? Then you have your daily ration. If you give it to me, then we're in business.
I'll think about it. I have swamp weed on me. You can have it.
Good. You must have noticed that none of the gurus wants to talk to you. You can change that by impressing them. I can tell you how to do that.
How can I impress the gurus?
Bal-Kadar instructs the novices in the magic of the sleeper. If you want his attention, use magic. But don't give him the fist to win. Send one of his audience to sleep or something like that. Bal-Namib is over there at the main gate. He's one of the toughest guys. I think Lester might be able to help you with him. Speak to him as soon as his master is away. The other gurus are basically quite okay. Just try to make yourself useful.
Thanks for the advice.
Hey, a deal's a deal.
How do I get at the magic of the sleeper?
Bal-Kadar sells runes and spell scrolls. That's no use to you if he doesn't talk to you, right? Maybe another guru can help you.
Ah, it's good to see you again. How have you been doing?
I have renounced the old gods.
Really? What made you do that?
I had a vision. The sleeper talked to me.
What did he say?
He said, go to the camp in the swamp and join the Brotherhood.
You're a very rich man, stranger. The sleeper doesn't reward many people like that.
The sleeper has chosen you. Do you really want to join us?
Yes, I wish to follow the sleeper.
Go to Cor Kalam. Tell him I sent you because you are a true supporter of the faith.
What a scam. I love it. I love it. Okay, let's see, who else can I talk to?
That
Stop! You can only enter the Temple Hill if you have a guru's permission.
Same old story, everything to all the blathering anymore. But keep it to yourself. If you try to rely on somebody, that wasn't very cool. You shouldn't believe everything.
to yourself.
There was a time when things would have gone different.
What are you doing here?
I'm making sure no swamp sharks come too close to the camp. If I were you, I'd steer clear of the beasts. You don't stand a chance against them. Now don't disturb me anymore. I need to keep my eyes peeled.
Remaster, no. This is the original with some mods.
Hey, you!
However, it looks like that the mods...
Come on!
Cause some issues.
Hi, I'm new here.
The sleeper be with you, stranger.
What can you tell me about this place?
Well, the gurus are the most important people here. They spread the word of the sleeper and pass our master's visions on to the novices. Of course, he's too tired to talk to everybody himself. But on some days, he speaks to us in the temple courtyard and reveals the holy words of the Sleeper.
And what does he say then?
The Sleeper guides the way, but an infidel like you wouldn't understand that.
I wouldn't like to be in his.
Time to get up again.
I'm not involved.
That won't happen.
People always talk. Doubt that's ever likely to change. That's really not my problem. People always talk.
Can you train me?
Out of my sight, unworthy one. I instruct only the Sleeper's Templars.
Will you train me?
You want to become a strong warrior, so now you're looking for someone to instruct you. Commendable, but I'm not the man you want. I dedicate my time only to those belonging to the Holy Circle of Templars.
How can I become a Templar?
First, you will have to serve as a novice for a while to prove that you truly believe in the Sleeper. Then come back to me, and I will instruct you.
Korangar has spoken to you? What did he say?
He said he never liked the swamp sharks.
What? A holy task is waiting for me. My master's wish is my command.
Watch what you tell people. That wasn't. You have to watch what you tell people.